Hello everyone, another Musgrave product today. Musgrave pencils made in the USA in Tennessee, Shelbyville, Pencil City. This is a new product from Musgrave as far as I can tell. I've not seen it before until very recently on their site. And these are highlighting pencils. Now, I don't do a lot of highlighting, so I'm not really the target consumer for this product. When I'm making notes in a book, I am making it in graphite, and I am underlining with a graphite pencil, or circling, or making arrows, or whatever I happen to be doing. Writing in a book, it's with a pencil, a graphite pencil. Well, these are pencils, but clearly not graphite, and they have these kind of, I don't know, the names are a little youth coated, maybe. Supernova, Punch, Hyper, Nitro, Supernova. Okay, same. It just repeats. There's 4 colors apparently. 8 pencils. Supernova, Punch, Hyper, and Nitro are the color names. So aimed at the youth or those who are, I don't know, young at heart, I suppose. Neon colors, I would say, based on the packaging here. And very unique look in the packaging here from Musgrave, something I'm not used to seeing from them. Also, I'm curious, the picture they chose for the front shows what I would consider to be off-center, not well-centered cores on these 4, but maybe there was a reason they did that aesthetically. So what's it say here? Never dries out, no plastic waste, jumbo core, won't bleed or stain. Those are all good things. It's a cardboard packaging here. Musgrave Pencil Company. I like how a pencil is made here. This could go on any of their packs of pencils and be accurate. It's kind of neat. These pencils were made in Shelbyville, Tennessee from domestically and globally sourced components. For information, musgravepencil.com. We've got the PMA, Pencil Makers Association stamp. Please recycle this box. Let's just take a look at these. I've not yet opened them. Try not to damage the box too much. Whoa. There's the oversized cores we were promised. Is that wood? Is that a wood pencil? Kind of surprised to see such a big core. And the wood is black, the quote-unquote wood. I'm going to put this here in hopes that I can keep them from rolling away. There we go. Yeah, it does appear to be wood. They've stained black. I assume that's paint on it and not a plastic wrap because they boasted no plastic waste. So plastic wrapped would be contributing to the waste, I would think, but it almost looks like a plastic wrap on the outer edge of that. I'll probably find out when I sharpen it. So this one I've picked up is kind of a fluorescent orange Supernova. It's a round pencil. Yeah, that's got to be some kind of a wrap on that. Very strange. So no eraser. Presumably these are not erasable, but we may try it just to see if it'll work. The green is the Nitro, kind of a fluorescent green. Pink is the Punch. And yellow, Hyper. Okay, so let's keep these out and we'll put the rest back. And let's grab a text to try this out on. And before anybody complains, this is a Bible that's slated to be buried because it has fallen apart. And I actually, based on recommendation from another YouTube channel, and I'll maybe put a link if I can find that video again, I have taken their advice and removed the very nice maps from this old Bible that's falling apart, already missing pages. I took the maps out and stuck them in the front of another Bible I have that did not include maps, to be used as a bookmark and a ready reference when I need geographical helps when reading. So let's look here, see how we do. I suppose you just kind of run it over the words rather than underline. That's what I would do if this was a marker. This is very thin Bible paper. That's the green. There's the pink. Sorry about, whoop, broke the point off. Sorry about jiggling the camera. Looks like you can still read the words okay in there. Yellow. And what did I not do yet? Green, yellow. Oh, I didn't do orange or supernova. Take a look and see how that does on the reverse side. We're looking in this area right where my thumb is. I think you can see a little bit of the pink through there maybe on this very thin Bible paper. Let's try to erase it and just see what happens. Ooh, I was afraid of that. Let's not do that. Let's not. As I said, nobody have a conniption. This Bible is to be buried. All right, so there we are on very thin Bible paper. Maybe wouldn't recommend. Well, I'm really never going to recommend highlighting in a Bible, but that's just me. Okay, let's get our Brothers Karamazov. And before anybody has a conniption here, this is a used copy I got years ago. Somebody had already underlined a bunch in here. So we'll go to the beginning where there's underlining already. We'll try it on this kind of pulp, cheap pulp trade paperback paper. Oh. Punch. I just can't bring myself to lay it down really thick because I would never do that in a book. There you go, in a trade paperback. nothing showing through that I can see. Let's try to erase on this and hope for no damage at least. Good news is the most of the color came off, but the the print is also coming off of this poor low quality trade paperback newsprint, so maybe wouldn't recommend erasing. And then one more try just to see what it's like on kind of standard paper. We'll look at Song of Zechariah here. Let's see. Okay, on this white paper, that's the best result so far. That's the Hyper, Supernova, Punch, and Nitro. Not bad. I mean, they're essentially colored pencils, right? And just they're neon colored pencils. Let's see if the eraser will work on this type of paper. Not really. Once you highlight, it's highlighted. It does make it a little bit less bright, but again, I think some of the print is coming off a bit. Interesting. If you're the sort that highlights things when you study, this may be a viable option for you. Should I try it? Which one broke? I think the pink or the Punch broke. Let's see what happens when we sharpen it in a standard sharpener. See if I may regret doing this because of what it does to my sharpener, not what it does to the pencil. Okay, well, it makes a nice point, but is it too weak now to be useful as a... But if you're careful, it works okay. Okay. So again, if you're the type that when you study, reading your Bible or reading your textbooks or whatever it is that you're reading, your depressing Russian literature, maybe another option for you rather than liquid ink highlighters. A little more longevity, maybe. It'll hang out in your book bag for years until you return to that depressing Russian literature, and it'll still be ready to write. Thanks for watching this pencil review of the highlighting pencils from Musgrave. Hope to see you here again next time.